Kentucky, where his or six generations of his family are buried. And his hope is that his wife and he are eventually laid to rest there and their kids follow them. And I sort of understand the idea of sharing the burial plot, but it reveals someone who believes that the history that the family should inherit, and indeed the history that should be determinative in the story of the Vance family, is the history of the Eastern Kentucky Vances, and not the Vances from San Diego, which is where his wife is from and where her Indian parents are from. But in America, it doesn't always have to be the white male lineage that that defines the family history, that branch of the tree supersedes all else. And I just think the construction of this notion reveals a lot about someone who fundamentally believes in the supremacy of whiteness and masculinity.
It must be so exhausting to be a liberal. I mean, constantly trying to find angles to bring racism and sexism into every single conversation and discussion you have. Why not be buried in San Diego? Well, dumbass, her parents were immigrants from India. So if you know how to speak English, that means her family members are not from San Diego. Her family is from India. So that's where they're buried or cremated, because most Hindus are cremated. But let's not let a little thing like facts and logics get in the way of calling a white guy married to an Indian racist. Please keep saying this crap. The only people who buy into this garbage are elitist a-holes who drink mimosas at brunch and think they're some type of superior social justice warrior because they watch biracial child pornography. Because no one's buying it, except for the moronic Democrats. Did you see now that 1/3 of Democrats think Trump staged his own assassination? These morons don't even know how to conspiracy theory. Look, I believe in virtually no conspiracy theories. I find them interesting because typically they're based on facts and follow a logical path of possibilities and consider who would benefit. I just think human stupidity and incompetence is more likely of an explanation than some devious, perfectly executed plan. I could be wrong, that's just me. But the Dems' conspiracy theory is that the Secret Service, run by a DEI Democrat, who reports to the Department of Homeland Security, run by a Democrat, who reports to Joe Biden, a Democrat, secretly planned to get Trump's ear shot off for a photograph to help his campaign, which didn't need any help at all. And to execute this amazing plan, they hired a 20-year-old who couldn't make the JV rifle team, he was such a bad shot, to nick the side of Trump's ear the nanosecond he turned. And Trump was like, sure, that sounds like a great idea. Because Donald Trump is famous for trusting the feds. I'm sure he'd totally sign off on a plan to get shot in the head. And we promise, Donald, we'll just nick your ear. Holy crap, Democrats are the dumbest people on earth.